If you want to learn how to get rich, you might want to listen to someone who has done it himself. Ray Dalio is one of the most successful investors and entrepreneurs in the world with a net worth of over 16 billion. He is the founder and co-chief investment officer of Bridgewater Associates, the world's largest hedge fund, which manages over $124 billion in assets. He's also the author of the best-selling book Principles, Life and Work, which reveals his unconventional philosophy and approach to achieving personal and professional success. In this video, we will explore how to get rich according to Ray Dalio, based on his principles, his advice, and his investment strategy. We will also show you how to apply his insights to your own life, whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, an investor, or a career-oriented person. Ray Dalio was born in 1949 in New York City to a middle-class family. He developed an interest in investing at an early age, buying his first stock at 12 and earning more money than his parents by the time he was a teenager. He graduated from Long Island University with a degree in finance and then earned an MBA from Harvard Business School in 1973. In 1975, he founded Bridgewater Associates in his two-bedroom apartment in New York. Over the next 4 decades, he grew the firm into the world's most successful hedge fund, delivering consistent returns for his clients and earning himself a fortune. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential and innovative thinkers in the financial industry, having predicted the 2008 global financial crisis and developed the concept of the economic machine to explain how the economy works. He is also a generous philanthropist, having donated over $1 billion to various causes including education, health, environment, and social justice. He is the co-chair of the Dalio Philanthropies, which supports initiatives such as Ocean X, a research and exploration project to understand and protect the oceans, and Co-Impact, a global collaborative fund to improve the lives of millions of people in developing countries. Ray Dalio attributes his success to his principles, which are the fundamental truths that guide his decisions and actions. He believes that anyone can achieve their goals and dreams by following these principles, which he has codified in his book Principles, Life and Work. He defines principles as ways of successfully dealing with reality to get what you want out of life. He divides his principles into 2 categories: life principles and work principles. Life principles are the general rules that apply to any situation, such as having clear goals, being honest, learning from mistakes, and being open-minded. Work principles are the specific rules that apply to running an organization, such as hiring the right people, creating a culture of excellence, and making effective decisions. He also shares his investment principles, which are the guidelines that he uses to manage his portfolio and navigate the markets. He explains how he analyzes the economy, diversifies his assets, balances his risk and return, and adapts to changing conditions and crises. If you want to get rich according to Ray Dalio, you need to apply his principles to your own life. Here are some of the most important ones that you can start implementing today. The first step to getting rich is to have clear and ambitious goals. You need to know what you want, why you want it, and how you will measure your progress. You also need to be realistic about your abilities and resources, but not limit yourself by your fears and doubts. Ray Dalio says that you can have virtually anything you want, but you can't have everything you want. Therefore, you need to prioritize your goals and focus on the most important ones. The second step to getting rich is to identify and overcome the problems that prevent you from achieving your goals. You need to be honest about the obstacles and challenges that you face and not avoid or deny them. You also need to diagnose the root causes of your problems and not just treat the symptoms. Ray Dalio says that problems are like puzzles that need to be solved. Therefore, you need to design plans that will get you around your problems and execute them with discipline and determination. The third step to getting rich is to learn from your mistakes and failures. You need to accept that you will make mistakes and fail along the way and not be discouraged or ashamed by them. You also need to reflect on your mistakes and failures and not repeat them. Ray Dalio says that pain reflection is progress. Therefore, you need to use your mistakes and failures as opportunities to learn and improve, and not as excuses to give up or blame others. The fourth step to getting rich is to be open-minded and seek feedback from others. You need to recognize that you don't know everything and that you can benefit from the perspectives and opinions of others. You also need to be willing to change your mind when you encounter new evidence or arguments and not be stubborn or arrogant. Ray Dalio says that if you're not worried about being wrong or rejected, you'll learn faster. Therefore, you need to seek feedback from others, especially those who disagree with you or have more experience or expertise than you, and listen to them with curiosity and respect. The fifth step to getting rich is to build a culture of excellence and collaboration. You need to surround yourself with people who share your vision and values and who can help you achieve your goals. You also need to create a culture that fosters innovation, accountability, and transparency, and not one that tolerates mediocrity, complacency, or dishonesty. Ray Dalio says that an idea meritocracy that strives to achieve meaningful work and meaningful relationships through radical truth and radical transparency is the best way to create a culture that motivates and empowers people. Therefore, you need to build a culture that encourages people to speak their minds, share their ideas, and work together as a team. If you want to get rich according to Ray Dalio, you also need to invest like him. Here are some of the key principles that he uses to manage his portfolio and navigate the markets. The first principle to invest like Ray Dalio is to understand how the economic machine works. You need to have a basic understanding of how the economy operates and how the different factors and forces affect it. You also need to have a framework that can help you analyze the economic trends and cycles and predict the future scenarios and outcomes. Ray Dalio says that the economy is like a machine that is made up of simple parts that interact in simple ways. Therefore, you need to study how the economic machine works and use it as a guide to make informed and rational decisions. The second principle to invest like Ray Dalio is to diversify your portfolio across different asset classes and countries. You need to have a balanced and diversified portfolio that can perform well in different market conditions and environments. You also need to have exposure to different sources of risk and return and not put all your eggs in one basket. Ray Dalio says that diversification is the holy grail of investing. Therefore, you need to diversify your portfolio across different asset classes such as stocks, bonds, commodities, and currencies, and across different countries, regions, and sectors. The third principle to invest like Ray Dalio is to balance your risk and return according to your goals and time horizon. You need to have a clear and realistic idea of what you want to achieve with your investments and how much risk you are willing and able to take. You also need to have a suitable and flexible strategy that can help you adjust your portfolio according to your changing needs and preferences. Ray Dalio says that the biggest mistake investors make is to believe that what worked for them in the past will continue to work for them in the future. Therefore, you need to balance your risk and return according to your goals and time horizon and not be too greedy or too fearful. The fourth principle to invest like Ray Dalio is to adapt to changing market conditions and crises. You need to be aware of the external factors and events that can affect your investments and how they can create opportunities or threats. You also need to be prepared for the unexpected and the worst-case scenarios and have contingency plans and buffers to protect your portfolio. Ray Dalio says that you need to stress test your portfolio to see how it would perform in various scenarios, and then you need to have a game plan for how you would deal with those scenarios. Therefore, you need to adapt to changing market conditions and crises and not be complacent or panic. We hope that this video has inspired you and given you some valuable insights on how to get rich according to Ray Dalio. If you want to learn more about his principles and his investment strategy, we recommend that you read his book, Principles, Life and Work, and visit his website, principles.com, where you can find more resources and tools to help you achieve your goals.